Did you know an 11-year-old girl became the center of Britain's most terrifying paranormal case? In 1977, the Hodgson family lived quietly in their North London council house until furniture started moving by itself. Janet Hodgson was just an ordinary schoolgirl when chairs began sliding across rooms and tables flipped over without explanation. But things got much worse. Strange voices started speaking through Janet's mouth, deep masculine growls that couldn't possibly come from a child. Objects flew across rooms while witnesses watched in horror. Bite marks appeared on her body overnight with no explanation. Then paranormal investigator Maurice Gross witnessed something that changed everything. Janet levitated above her bed for several minutes while multiple people watched. She floated motionless in midair, completely unconscious. For 11 months, the family endured flying furniture, mysterious voices, and unexplained attacks. The psychological toll was devastating. Decades later, Janet still refuses to discuss the most disturbing parts of what happened in that house. Some experiences are too terrifying to relive. Did you know a man died trapped upside down in a cave for 27 hours, and rescuers still have nightmares about it? John Jones was supposed to spend Thanksgiving with family in 2009, but decided to explore Utah's Nutty Putty Cave with his brother instead. He squeezed into what he thought was a familiar passage, but it was actually an 18-inch wide dead end. 150 feet underground, he became wedged head down in a nearly vertical shaft. For over a day, rescue teams worked desperately to free him, but being upside down for so long caused blood to pool in his brain. The horrifying reality hit them. They would have to break his legs to pull him out. His body couldn't survive that trauma. Through a rescue phone, he spoke his final words to his wife above ground. After 27 hours, John died in that dark crevice. The cave was permanently sealed, becoming his tomb. Rescue workers still wake up screaming, haunted by those final hours of helplessness. Some rescues you never forget. Did you know thousands of people escaped one horror only to find something far worse waiting at sea? In 1847, desperate Irish families fleeing the potato famine boarded ships bound for Canada, believing they were sailing towards salvation. Instead, they entered floating tombs. Passengers were crammed into cargo holds like livestock, with no toilets, rotten food, and water crawling with disease. Within days, typhus began spreading through the ships. Bodies piled up faster than crews could throw them overboard. The stench of death filled every corner as families watched their loved ones waste away. When ships finally reached Grosse Isle Quarantine Station, hundreds were already dead. Dr. George Douglas witnessed horrors beyond imagination. Starving survivors eating the flesh of their own relatives. Children clutching the cold bodies of their mothers. The living were too weak to bury the dead, creating mountains of corpses across the island. Today, over 5,000 graves mark Grosse Isle as North America's largest famine cemetery, a reminder of humanity's darkest voyage. Did you know doctors once performed live surgeries on conscious prisoners just to see how long they would survive? In 1937, deep in Japanese-occupied Manchuria, a facility disguised as a water purification plant hid humanity's darkest medical experiments. Unit 731 was run by General Ishii Shiro and staffed by respected doctors and scientists. The prisoners weren't called prisoners. They were called logs, pieces of wood to be used and discarded. Doctors froze limbs solid, then thawed them repeatedly to study frostbite effects. They infected victims with deadly diseases, timing exactly how long death would take. But the worst came when Ishii ordered live dissections without any anesthesia. Surgeons cut open conscious prisoners, removing organs while victims screamed and begged. Over 3,000 people died in these experiments between 1937 and 1945. When the war ended, American authorities made a deal. They gave the researchers complete immunity in exchange for their data. Most lived normal lives as respected doctors in post-war Japan, never facing justice for their crimes. Did you know an entire family was butchered in their sleep and the killer was never found? On June 9, 1912, the Moore family returned from church in the quiet town of Villisca, Iowa. Josiah and Sarah Moore tucked their 4 children into bed, along with 2 visiting friends. What they didn't know was someone was already hiding in their house. As the family slept peacefully, the intruder crept through the rooms with an axe. One by one, all 8 victims were killed in their beds. Parents, children, guests. No one survived. But here's the truly chilling part. The killer stayed for 2 more hours after the murders. They covered every mirror with clothes, left a plate of uneaten food, and calmly walked around the blood-soaked house. The next morning, neighbor Mary Peckham discovered the horrific scene. The entire town was traumatized. The case remains unsolved after 110 years. Today, the house still stands as a tourist destination where visitors report ghostly sounds and unexplained apparitions. Some say the victims never truly left. Did you know hundreds of women literally glowed in the dark before dying the most horrific deaths imaginable? In the 1920s, young women in New Jersey landed their dream jobs painting watch dials with radium paint. The company told them radium was completely safe, even healthy for you. Their daily routine was simple. Dip the brush in radium paint, lick the tip to make it sharp, then paint tiny numbers on watch faces. They did this hundreds of times per day, swallowing deadly radium with every lick. Soon, something strange happened. The workers began glowing in photographs, their clothes and skin radiating in eerie light. Then the real horror began. Their jaws started crumbling from the inside out. Teeth fell out in chunks. Bones snapped from simple movements like walking. Grace Fryer fought a 5-year legal battle as her body slowly disintegrated. The company knew radium was deadly, but covered it up, poisoning hundreds more women. Today, their graves still glow with radioactive light, a haunting reminder of corporate greed. Did you know Thomas Edison created the electric chair to destroy his business rival? In the 1880s, Edison was losing the war of currents to George Westinghouse's alternating current system. Desperate to prove AC power was deadly, Edison began secretly funding gruesome experiments. He used Westinghouse's AC current to kill stray dogs, cats, and even elephants in public demonstrations. But that wasn't enough. Edison had a darker plan. He helped develop the first electric chair, specifically designed to use Westinghouse's AC system. Edison lobbied hard to make it the official execution method, hoping to link AC power with death in people's minds. On August 6, 1890, William Kemmler became the first victim. The initial shock failed to kill him. Witnesses watched in horror as he writhed and moaned. They had to electrocute him again. The smell of burning flesh filled the room as people vomited. Edison's plan completely backfired. The public was disgusted by the torture device. His reputation never recovered from creating this instrument of horror.